Well, my Sencore TF26 Cricket came in today. It was supposed to be here Saturday, so today is Thursday. It's a real fast shipping. And here it is sitting on the seat. Okay, here it is from Missouri. That's very fast delivery. It wasn't even a week when I ordered this. So let's get this open. I got to get you on a tripod. I'm opening it out here on this cloudy day because it's very, very crowded in my shop. And when I get it open, then I'll go into the shop and, well, I'll try it out and see if it's a DOA or what. Good old half-dull single-edge razor blade. But they're sharp enough to open these things up. A little bit styrofoam here. At least it's packed very well. He said the original box. I remember when I worked at a place called Aiken's Electronics, I was a behind-the-counter salesman over there, and the Sencore representative used to come in, I think, like once a week or once a month, I don't remember now, and if the display model didn't sell, they'd mark it down a certain percentage. That's how I got my Sencore Super Cricket that I got rid of course. I got a dealer cost on it. So let's make sure we're in camera here. Trying not to get too much of this styrofoam all over the place. Alright, get this box over here. Alright. Alright, let's see what he got here. Thank you, William, for your purchase. Phil. Alright, as shown in the auction, the cover was broken off the box. Let's just make sure I'm still in camera. Yep. Okay. Oh, he packed it really well. Oh, and I like this packing. Alright, so... Oh, schematic and parts list. That wasn't even mentioned in the auction. That's very, very helpful. Alright, so let's put this. This is obviously the original styrofoam in the Sencore box. So let's cut this open. And then we'll take it in the shop after I show it to you here. And we'll see if we can fire it up. Oh yeah. Beautiful condition. Physical. Yep. These are the clips I was talking about that would clip onto the transistor. And of course you plug it in, line cord, and this identifies your readings and whether it's an NPN or PNP, because you try it in one or the other. And you got a leakage and a gain switch here, right here. So let's get this into the shop plug it in and hold my breath. We got a drawer full of transistors here, diodes, but so let's first take a look at this schematic and parts list here. That's great. It tells you where everything is. Here's the schematic. Okay. Don't really need the instruction manual because I downloaded that already once I bought this. So, alright. First thing I'm going to do, make sure the switch is off, and we'll plug it in up here. Now let's see if you can still see that. I guess you can. I don't have the, well, I could hook up the boom to check out the hook the camera up on the boom. Oh wow, a dial light too. How about that? That's encouraging. All right. All right, we're set in the leakage position now. So let's get a transistor here. Let's see. I got mostly diodes in this. Yeah, they're mostly diodes. I was thinking they were transistors. Well, here is a transistor here. I can find my magnifiers when I need them. Gotta get the eye lope. More trouble trying to see things. This is an SK3083 RCA. I don't know what that is. I don't have my books anymore. I don't think it's a transistor. Alright, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to the power transistors that I've got in the other drawer right here. All these. Let's do it that way. It's a lot easier than trying to find something in that other thing. I think it's mostly diodes in there. Alright, here is a 2N3055. Alright. Okay. Okay. Does that mean leakage? Because I'm on the leakage set. That's it. Still reads the same. The leakage is up. Okay, that switch must not have been pushed all the way up. Oh. Why am I really need to get the book on this. Now that's NPN. I don't remember what a 3055 is. Like I say, I'm at a big disadvantage. I do not have any literature. I really should get myself a transistor manual or something. Let's put it down to PNP. I think a 3055 is a PNP. I could be wrong. There's only one way to find out. Let's look at the schematic. No, it's an NPN. The arrow's going out. Arrow's facing out, so I had it right. Well, the question is, I'm getting a strong reading on this button and on this button on leakage. And I'm getting the same readings on these two buttons on gain. All right. Possibility that might not be working. Here is a here's another 2N 3055. What I'm going to do is to hook it the same way here. I think this is the way it goes. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to really have to get the book on this. This could be working, it might not be working. The question is, it might be working, but it might not be working correctly. I don't know. It's an NPN according to the schematic. If I put that on PNP, it isn't going to hurt anything. You ain't going to get nothing. And on gain, not getting anything, so it's got to be an NPN. So, pegs it right over. Now that's on the leakage position now. Not the gain. Now it's on the gain. The gain is all the way over. Alright, as you're looking at the transistor, what I liked about my Super Cricket, it told me what the emitter base and collector is. On the regular Cricket, it doesn't tell you that. So I was able to identify transistors, but the Super Crickets were $50, not counting the shipping. Like I say, eBay is can be a rip-off, but you know, you're not going to get anything cheaper than this unless you are very lucky to get to a radio swap meet or a Hamfest or something that, you know, you can get the stuff for $10 or $20 on the bench that you're actually selling. Around here we don't have those things. The nearest one is like at least 50 miles away, and I don't even know when it takes place, but I don't do any distant driving anymore. So anyways, let me see, make sure I'm still recording here. Alright, let me try this one. In here, I'm going to take out this here. Alright. I'm not sure. It's hard for me to see down in there to see where the socket pins are. I don't want to remove this until my heatsink compound comes in. The red one's a collector. He's not going to stay on there. I really don't know. Without looking at the diagram, I don't know what's emitter, base, and collector. The two leads here are towards this end more than it is this way. And like I say, I just don't have any literature anymore to go look back on. So one of them is the emitter, one is the collector. I never owned a regular cricket. Like I say, I owned a super cricket, and that had a little dial, and it told you the colors of the leads and what was emitter, what was base, and what was collector. This doesn't. So I was hoping I can identify it that way. So you need the literature on that. So let's see if I can clip that in there. It's awkward to get in there. I just can't see in there. I just can't see in there. No, it's not going to stay on. No, it's not going to stay on. I got to take the transistor out to do that, and I'm not going to do that. I had one heck of a time trying to do it with an ohm meter. I just can't see in there. So we'll just go the way I've been going here. Let's see what we got here. We got a lot of these things are surplus stuff that I've had for many years. And one of my viewers sent me back this stuff. I can't remember who it is. Here is a VE, a Victor Echo, a V176, a V like in victory, 176. I have no idea what it is. So obviously never used. Man, it's terrible. I can't see anything. I don't know if it's an NP and a PNP. Put it on leakage. The readings don't tell me anything. Let's go back to PNP. I'm getting a reading of both. This could be shorted. I don't know. That's the only problem with a cricket. You get two buttons that are identical. You read right on the same spot. And that's on gain. I gotta study the book on this. I've been away from this stuff too long. Well, anyways, let's see what else we got here. Here is a 2N5878, 5878. Oh, now this one is marked. As you're looking at the transistor this way, the leads are more closer to the bottom of the transistor. This is emitter, this is base. Well, that's good. The other ones weren't marked at all. So let's do that. Let's try to keep the red lead on the collector like I've been doing. That's if I can. I don't know whether this is an NPN or PNP. I really don't know. Well, it's on gain. It ain't going to hurt anything, you know, one way or the other. You're not going to damage the transistor with this. See, the two buttons always read the same. It did that on my Super Cricket too. Okay, now let's go. Alright, that's reading the leakage all the way over. That's reading a little bit. That's reading just a tiny bit. That's reading about half scale. That's reading all the way over and then some. Huh. So, well, there could be something wrong with it. I really don't know, or maybe somebody got in there and turned some screws or something. I have no idea. Alright, well, I'm using the Kodak ZE1, so it's not going to give you a good, clear macro shot. We're set on NPN. I don't know what this transistor is. Alright, there's button 1, button 2 all the way over. Button 3 just barely moves. Just barely moves. All the way over and then some. And part way. That's on leakage. Now we're on gain. Gain almost all the way over. Same thing on that. I'm trying to operate the buttons without blocking your view here. Alright, these two are basically nothing there. Alright, now let's go to PNP. Again, I don't know what this transistor is. Nothing on that, so it's confusing. Very, 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 very confusing. Well, I suspect that this is probably an NPN. Again, I don't have any literature. I'd have to go on the computer and look. So, I really don't know if this thing's working right or not. I got the book downloaded, and what I'm going to do is study it. Now, there is something in the book, I glanced through it, something about using a 10K resistor on one of the leads to identify what is what, but I don't really need to do that. It's just now when you're going through junk box transistors, I like to identify them. But I don't really need to do that if I'm working on something that has a schematic. I already can tell by looking at the diagram whether it's a PNP or an NPN. So I don't have to worry about the identification. So anyways, this is what I got. I don't even know if these things even work. One of my viewers, and I can't remember who it was, sent me all these back. I think it might have been Radio Man 56, Bill, who sent me the intercoms. That sent me this cabinet back, which was in my shop. And I used to have all my power transistors in one of these drawers, which I now have resistors in most all of them. So anyways, I got to do some studying on that, and needless to say, nothing's happening on the scope. I'm going to tell you one thing I'm going to do, because this is dragging and dragging, and I'm not getting any information as to how to run this board off there on the bench. I guess no one really knows, and I can understand it's extremely complex. I'm going to test this like Doug suggested, which means I'm going to have to break the Gliptol here, or whatever that black stuff is, the insulation. I don't have anything to replace it with. And if it's good, I'll replace C1198, which tests good. It's not leaking any liquid. Put it in the scope, and if it don't work, dump it at the auction. As I've dragged this project on long enough. Okay, so I got some studying to do on this, and If I get anywhere, we'll give you an update. There's a possibility that either my transistors are all shorted, the ones I showed you, or there's something wrong with the TF26, and I hope that's not the case. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.